I thought it was a very workmanlike game tonight, and I told, like I just said on the radio, that these can be hard in the fact that Rachel and BJ and all these people are wanting to know about the next game already, and to me, so can you imagine what it's like for my guys? And in this day and age, like I know you play Air Force, but we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about something that's down the road. And I thought our guys did a great job in prep. And I see Will back there. He was one too that was wanting to preview the next game already. But the guys did a great job in their approach. They did a great job in their prep. I mean, when you break it down, what they had to do was pretty tough. They had to come. We got back at 3:30 in the morning on Sunday. And then we have a day and a half to get ready for one of the hardest systems to play against. And so, we turned it around quick. My staff did, Coach Burns and my staff did a great job with the prep, just the right amount, because like I said, that's a fine line. And, we flipped it on a team that had already beat us. And so, impressive second half by our guys. Played a good emotion, got the ball moving. Got our timing back and got clicking. So, good. Accomplished a good mission today. I was proud of it.
You had a shooting game of the season.
Right.
42%. That's 4 games in a row. You guys.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. I thought the first half we were a little quick triggered on and it's a fine line because I want our guys to be aggressive. I want our guys not to think about it, but the ones we make are, you saw that ball move in the second half, and that's why we made shots. It's pretty simple. And when we get shots for each other and move the ball like that, we're hard to guard, and that's what we saw in the second half.
Oh, I was going to ask you just how else are you finding ways to win when maybe your last 4 games haven't been your best shooting games, whether it's defensive.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you go through. I mean, it's a long season, and it's a grind, and we're in the heat of the grind right now. Everybody's grinding. And, you just have to find some ways to do it, and that's where having a good bench has helped us, like it did it, like it saved our bacon at Wyoming. And then that's why having a boo back is important, and it was important to get him back and get some run because that poor guy was gassed. 3 minutes in, he's had one practice in probably the last 12 days. Because you got to protect that injury, and there is no. Okay, Abu, let's get some 60% or 70%. It's red light or green light for the Boo. And when it's green light, he's the car coming out of the starter's gate. I don't know much about car racing. Whatever, snow, whatever they come out of. They don't come out of starter blocks, but I've seen him on TV. And that's a Boo. He's going a million miles an hour, and so it's a timing thing and a conditioning thing. Well, now we got a few days to get him a little more healthy, get his conditioning a little bit better, and he'll be right.
Leon, what did you think of RJ's performance tonight?
That's what I mean. How usually when a guy scores that many points on that few shots, it's because he made threes. How efficient, to get 16 and 12, I believe, on 6 shots or 7 shots. That's terrific. 7 shots is terrific. And some of the shots he can get on his own. So what a good effort by to get so much done without having to shoot it 30 times.
It was 6 shots.
I did 6.
Towards the end of the second half there, Austin ended up being the play of the game as well. Austin had that nice assist downloaded just for the reverse layup. And then they pointed out on stats that they are only the 5th pair in program history to get 400 points in back-to-back seasons together. So what about those two kind of gets them clicking together?
I love milestones, and I love those kind of things, and you've been good at pointing those out for us. But and the great thing about those guys, that's when you got players that you can take a time out, talk about something, and they go out and do it. I mean, that's what we talked about in the timeout, that they don't just stand on the perimeter, cut strong, be ready to throw when and these guys go out and do it. And that that's mark of mature and good players when they can do that. But those two together, they've just grown, and they're continuing to get better together. And that's why I'm cherishing every one of these days, every practice, every moment I get with these guys, because I'm gonna look up and all of a sudden, trusty, who was the guy, Williams, the baseball player? Didn't he play 1,000,000 games in a row? Wasn't his
Calvert.
Gary.
Yeah, or the Cal Ripken, that's a good example, thank you for that. You were sleeping over there, you're not even paying attention.
I said Williams.
Yeah, but to have a guy like Justinian who every day, you put him in the lineup, every day you know what you're gonna get, and I've had that for 4 years. And so that's why I'm cherishing these moments, not just him, but all those seniors. I'm cherishing every practice with them. Maybe they aren't as much as I am, but I think they are. And when you have a team that's doing that in February, it's pretty powerful. And we had a team that showed up and wanted to play tonight, and wanted to play the second half, and jumped on, and that's what they did.
If you want to keep talking about milestones, Jessup also tied his former teammate Chandler Hutchinson for career points tonight.
Did you really?
So that's
What
kind
number
of
are they in the?
they're both at 9,
Oh, they're both tied at
1,478.
9.
Yep, so we're tied at 9.
Justinian and Chandler are tied.
I bet you that's got to feel a little bit weird for him, but a little bit cool at the same time. What do you think?
Yeah, and that's Jay. I mean, I almost saw him break a smile when they showed that video. It seemed like he did.
He did actually.
Yeah, he smiled. He tries, probably doesn't try to keep it in, but good for him. I love that. That's really cool. And when you look at that list of the top scores, and I've been fortunate to get to coach a lot of them. And like I said, I feel pretty blessed to have these guys in the program and get to go to work with them every day. I'm lucky.
Well, another milestone was Derek Olson is the second Derek to have 0 points in the first half and at least 15 in the second half.
Is it?
No, I'm kidding. It was very Marksy, wasn't it?
That's probably a true stat.
Right.
That's probably a true stat.
But Olson, we talked to him a little bit about it, but kind of had 5 straight halves offensively where things just weren't clicking for him. I was asking him if momentum is such a thing. I know we're talking about the next game, but to have the second half like he did.
What was his answer? I'd like to hear that.
He said he believes in momentum a little
Oh,
bit.
it's absolutely
yeah,
true. There's a reason why, like if a guy hits a shot and I got a sub for him at the bench, I'll pull him back or have him sub for somebody else. And these guys know that too. And I believe that. Momentum is real, especially with shooters, and so much of shooting is confidence. At this level, and there's going to be. You've seen it with Justinian, one of the greatest shooters of all time, where he's gone through this and that. And they just get more consistent as they get older, and then because they have more confidence knowing that they can work through it, and that's something that I'm working on with Derek, and he's getting better and better at it. And he knows I believe in him. He knows his teammates believe in him, and it's just a matter of, and that's what I saw in the second half. It's like, because I scolded the team harshly about shooting with confidence. You guys are great shooters, and move the ball right, shoot it with confidence, and they'll go in. And that's what I saw the second half. So good for them.
It seems like he hasn't been driving to the hoop as much in the last few games. Is that
Well,
his teams are kind of packing that key?
Teams set up, as you get to become a better and better player, teams will set their whole defense. Like, okay, we're going to, that's why Hobbs gets 24 and Max gets 12 and fine, But the great thing about DA is he's got that ability to do what the game tells him. And the game might tell him to get 10 assists, and he'll go get 10 assists. When he plays the right way, he's a really good player. So, yeah, so it's not all or nothing always on the scoring or the driving but yeah, that is a factor.
You referenced, not looking ahead to Sunday.
We can look ahead now.
And they were being 100% honest with us yesterday when you said you didn't know who you played after the game.
Is that joking?
I gotta be careful there.
Yes, we're right. We're good.
But
we were really doing a good job of not, because thankfully the game was Tuesday, Sunday. I mean, it gives you a little extra time. But had it been closer together, it would have been even harder to do, I think.
Yeah.
So, the game was far enough away that we were able to block it out and stay on this one. Because, we also lost to them last time. So I think all those things being considered, I think we kept that, and we didn't even really talk about it. And if anybody even brought it up to me, I was moving away from the conversation. I didn't want to hear it.
But I mean, even for the last couple of weeks, and even fans, everybody's saying, hope they're still undefeated when they come to Boise. And it's been a game for a while people have been looking forward to, I guess. Only the fourth top 5 team ever to come into this building. I mean, just the opportunity you guys have on Sunday, and it looks like you're going to hopefully get a big crowd, and just I guess what kind of opportunity is this for you guys?
Well, if Bob Huggins can do some work, they might be the number 2 team in the country in the next. He's got Baylor and Kansas.
Well, there won't be new rankings, of course.
No, but in my mind. Yeah. But no, I mean, what they've done, it's really impressive. And, you know, I jokingly said, like, I like to find, okay, this team beat them, I'm going to watch this film, I want to see how this team beat them. I'm going back last year. You know, like, it's crazy. And what they've done is amazing. And it's hard to do. It is hard to do to every single night play a good enough game to win. And they're going to get some good teams, you know. I mean, they went and blasted some good teams and showed up when they needed, you know, showed up every night and got it done. It's impressive.
I'm sure there'll be a marketing push in the next 4 days. What would you,
if
you want to start that tonight, what would you say?
Let's start it. Let's get this place rocking. This is a great, like you said, it's you know, we've won 6 out of the last 7 or something like that, and I think they've won 24 out of the last 24. You know,
24 and 25.
Yeah, between the 2 of us, we're great. So, what a great opportunity to see an awesome college basketball game on a Sunday afternoon, perfect time. Time we're playing 2. Yeah, what a great, you know, what a great opportunity for our community. Come out and help us. You know, we got all these seniors that, you know, their clock's ticking, it's their last time. So I'm telling you, it makes a difference when it's sold out, when it's nasty loud, and the crowd's going. You know, it helps us, and that's what we need. I know there's a lot of tickets left, and not a lot. There's not a lot. I'm sorry, I misspoke. There's tickets. There's some tickets left. You can come get them. Let's get it sold out, and away we go.
I have a question.
Oh, Dave.
I have a question about
You
Austin.
in the front row.
Another question about Austin. I remember when you guys got him here on campus, and I saw him, and I was like, I don't know if that guy could play in the league.
Right. And he didn't.
Right, he
Yeah.
redshirted and stuff, and in his second year, didn't play that much. What have you seen from him? I mean, really, these last 2 years, the way he's grown, and I'm wondering, just in your time coaching college basketball, if you've quite seen an ascent like his.
That's a really well-phrased national level question. I'm so impressed. It is, you're right, I'm trying to think back. I don't know if I've seen, because, you know, when you look, and that's one thing that you forget sometimes, and you forget as a coach too even, because think about this, a lot of times when you have a great player, and a guy that scored, like, you know, when we had Dick Gow, Morrison, they had done that their entire life. So they had worked through 0 for 10s before, and I'm still going to get 20, you know. I saw Morrison do it over and over and over again. Well, Derek had never done that as a kid. You know, he was never a blue chip guy that was scoring 25 a night. So that's uncharted water. So for him to have to navigate some of those things that you have to do as a great scorer, he's never been the guy that, hey, the whole team's defense is gearing up to guard you. And so, you know, the more you think about it, the more it's got to be a challenge, and it's got to be, you know, there's moments in his head where he's probably like, oh my gosh, this is different. I got to figure this out, and that's what we're trying to always help him do and help him get better. That's why I think there's a whole another step or 2 that he's going to make here, and that's why I'm, you know, my staff pushes him, I push him. He's out there shooting right now, and that's what's great. That's what gets me excited, because that's how you get to those next steps, and he's going to get there.
I liked your quote at media days when he said he was a safety hazard.
It really was. It was. And I mean, at 148, he said he had his wisdom teeth out then. That's why he was 148. So I get it.
So you're like, what, 49?
Yeah. But it is. I'm going to have to think off the top of my head. I don't know of a higher, quicker. I mean, not quicker, but of a guy that went from there to there farther in a college career. It's really, really impressive, and what a credit to him and his family and the work ethic and the fortitude to keep grinding. That's the beauty of it. You know, this day and age, you don't see many of those that'll just, no, I'm just going to get back in the gym. I didn't play a minute, I'm going to go back in the gym. I didn't play a minute, I'm going to go back in the gym. He did that for 2 years.
And that's why I wonder, as a walk-on, that you know, I know you make jokes about people, you know, the walk-on tag sticks with you forever.
Mhm.
But in college basketball, to break through to even get into a rotation, to get a scholarship
Right.
or whatever, it's extremely
Yeah,
hard.
no,
Little
yeah.
for a guy that was 140
Right.
pounds.
Usually, you know, you'll hear a walk-on story and you'll see the story and, hey, he made a basket, let's
Right, it's a
celebrate.
big deal.
Yeah. This guy's become one of the best players in the Mountain West Conference, one of the best players on the West, you know. And from where he came from, it's a pretty remarkable story. And you know, I'm caught up in it, and you know, I always give my guys hey, you got to see the forest for the trees, but sometimes I don't see that big picture story, and it opens my eyes to it, and it's pretty remarkable. But I really see the ascent about halfway there, and you know, I can't. We got to keep pushing him. He's got to keep pushing himself, and I think that's what we. You know, that's the beauty of our program, is that's what we're doing. We're gonna be honest with the guys, and we're gonna be, you know, the day they stop trying to get better is the day we have to leave this program.
Speaking of walk-ons, there were some students wearing Bing long shirts that were chanting for him to go.
I tried, I always ask those guys, because, you know, the clock ticks quickly, and then all of a sudden, you know, there's a minute to go, and I always ask them if they want to go in, and
Okay.
he didn't at that point, no.
You know where those shirts came from, or how we got a fan club? Did you see
No.
those shirts? Or?
I want one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wait to practice. Yeah, I love big.
Congratulations, you're now tied for second place. Boise State must beat Colorado State.
Did they? What was the score?
5-72 or maybe 75.
75-72.
75.
Oh, they came back. Was it like close, like a one possession or?
It
1 point
wasn't
game, and
pretty
Merrill had a
close
3
for a
with 30
while.
seconds left.
It was